Hi, I'm Chef Keith Snow. Welcome to my kitchen. I want to show you how to make a great classic holiday dessert, which is very rustic. It's panettone bread pudding. In case you've never heard of panettone, panettone is this, and this is the type of box that you find it in. And what it is a classic, very traditional Italian cake that you only see in the holidays. And what they do is it's studded with fruit, and it's fruit like citrus peel and raisins and currants. There's different types of panettone, and then it's an egg bread, so it's got a nice dark crust. I'll show you what the panettone looks like in a minute. But bread pudding is very simple to do, and essentially what it is a custard. So I want to show you. In this bowl I have 4 farm fresh eggs. I'm just going to give these a little whisking. And then I'm only using a half a cup of sugar. You're going to see bread pudding with a lot more sugar than that, but this is already a little bit sweet, and I don't prefer desserts that are overly sugared. So we'll only use a half a cup. And now what we want to do is mix the two together. So what we want to do here is essentially kind of cream the eggs and the sugar together. And I'm looking for these to become a little paler in color. And now they're starting to lighten up for me. I'm going to add another ingredient, and this is Vermont maple syrup. This is the grade A dark amber. I'm going to eyeball this, 2 tablespoons. Done. That will give it a nice little special flavor. We'll whisk that through. And then here is 3 cups of whole milk. And we'll pour the whole milk right in there. And just whisk this together, and this is going to be our custard for our bread pudding. Now we'll set this aside, and let me open up the panettone. I already have it started here. You take it out, and I'll set this aside. And as you can see, it's wrapped in a really cool paper. Let me just cut it. And in Italy, these are everywhere. All of the bakeries will be making the panettone, and they wrap it in this gorgeous paper, or in baking terms, kind of a collar. And it already smells incredible because of the amount of candied fruit and citrus in there. They use orange, sometimes lemon, sometimes lime. And you can see that it's a very moist, sort of spongy bread. And it smells like the holidays. It's gorgeous. So now we need to cut it up, and we're going to make 2-inch chunks, and you can see all the gorgeous fruit in there. And also, if you notice that it's quite yellow, this is a very eggy type of a bread, and that's actually what it is. It's not really a cake, it's a bread. So now we'll cut those into sort of strips like this. Turn it around, run the knife through it the other way. And again, this is very rustic cooking, which I really like. Now this goes into our egg mixture, our custard base. And now we'll finish cutting the panettone. Excuse me. That's good. Now that we have it all in here, the secret is to sort of move it around, and the panettone is going to soak up this custard, which is a good thing. And this is one of the most simple desserts that you can make. And you don't need to use panettone, you can use really any type of bread. So now that this is sort of well incorporated, I'll set that aside. And here is a good casserole dish. So we'll pour the entire ingredients right in there. So now we'll kind of push it down a little bit, trying to get as much bread into the custard Clean my hands. We'll put this into a 325-degree oven for about 35 minutes or until it's firm. You don't want it to be too brown because then it will be dry. So you want it to be firm. It'll start to go a little golden brown. Take it out, let it cool off to room temperature, and you've got an unbelievable dessert. Let me tuck this in the oven. Well, the Harvest Eating Studio Kitchen smells unbelievable with the Panettone bread pudding. Let me show you what it looks like. That's perfect. You can see it's got nice and golden brown and it's looking bubbly and still moist on the outside. How I would like to serve this is scoop it out into a bowl. You could do a la mode with maybe a scoop of vanilla ice cream. You could put a little more of that maple syrup on there, or even a dollop of whipped cream. So give this bread pudding a shot in your kitchen this holiday, because I know that you will love it.
To see more tips, techniques, and videos, visit harvesteating.com. 4 seasons, 1 lifestyle.